Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So San Jose State's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet them down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Trying play action. Oh, they're after it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Coleman.
Great job by the defense. You want to get him in 3rd and long. You know it's a passing situation. You know you get the guy on the ground. You know it's 4th and long now. It's a good chance for you to be successful, and hopefully that punt unit come out of the field.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The official says no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and...
quick handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hurst. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Amos. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Finds his big tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Starling. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's a heat. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Matthews. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coleman. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Spartans!
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. A little release to the back. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To throw. Trying to barrel in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They've got to do their job.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Coming out with it, it's Bates. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, San Jose State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He'll take another shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. That's reeled in. It's Starling. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Matthews. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Braswell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hurst. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
Gonna let it fly. He's got it at the 15.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly.
Driving for the goal line, loose football. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Well, the run...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He tries to take the top off. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hurst. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on fourth down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love this.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got his man on the right.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Lots of running room. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's a seam wide open. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Braswell. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Looking for the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
Fights off a defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Pressure coming, extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Hands it off on the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance.